This is gonna make a difference though. If we look at the bonus tab, now we see laser turret damage. 20% damage bonus, so that's 24 damage. So in 3 shots it's 72 damage, which is exactly not enough to 3-shot a medium biter. With the next one though, it will push it to 28 damage, so that's gonna be enough to 3-shot medium biter. So that's gonna lead to a reduction in power usage. So how much of the... Maybe it's not worth it actually. Okay. Medium. How many mediums we are killing? Actually a significant amount. It's like 30, 40, 50, 80, 110 a minute. 110 mediums a minute. It's gonna save 110 shots a minute. It's not great. Maybe it's not worth it to go for these stacks actually. Though it will help protecting the laser turrets. So in that regard it's worth it. Maybe just not for the saving of the resources. I mean 10 shots a minute, or like 100 shots a minute is like 10 coal a minute saved. And like 8 megajoules. 8 megajoules is like 100 kilowatts. Right, we're not gonna see that back in the graph then. Alright, we see this jump now to 80 megawatts because some of these... 2 of these are not hooked up. So there is no steam in this system here almost, compared to here. Here it's full. But this is like very low. And these boilers are working at maximum capacity. And they just cannot supply all these steam engines with steam. So they are not counted all the time, which is why this just jumps down. So I guess if we would be able to connect this, which we can, it would solve that, but I mean, I guess we could do this. That should solve that. Okay, now we don't see that jumping anymore. Now these are working at full speed, but yeah, the steam in the system is maximized. The steam pipes are full. Steam is going up, 60 of 60 consumption. That will go down now. Alright. Okay, that solves that. It doesn't really hurt, but it looks scary if this just goes up and down all the time. Alright, we have shooting speed and damage. Now we're 3-shotting medium biters. Come on, medium biters, show yourself. And we're gonna be shooting like 30% faster. So that's a lot better for the defense, hopefully. Let's just quickly repair this over here. And then we'll set up the new copper mine. Right, so these guys have been damaging my turret from the copper side, the pollution-based attacks. Still nothing too bad though. It's been a while since we set up a mine. Right, that guy is going to an attack group. He's trying to find his way. Over there, they are collecting to attack my coal mine. So that is probably not gonna happen as much anymore. First though, we need to... First we need some power. I guess we just continue like so. Sorry for messing this visual up. Yeah. Alright, that does most of it. Now we can actually start laying out our turrets. Those are still collecting though. They will come in all at once. Yeah, if those groups grow large, they can form a significant threat to my laser turrets. It's already happening. We have increased our copper mine. Here's a medium worm. There's a couple more medium worms at the back. Those we can let live. Maybe we can just take out this one and these small worms at the front here. Could we? Let's try to snipe that medium worm. Okay. This would probably be ideal. Can I chop this rock? Kind of. Oh no, this is not gonna end well. Okay, we need some more backup. I don't have more laser turrets than that, unfortunately. Not really. We do have 30% shooting speed now and 3-shotting medium biter, so that is decent. Let's make a small backline. I have 5 laser turrets. I can try to focus that worm on me and then this. Okay, we got the power line destroyed. Somebody is taunting me, I think. Okay, that's that medium worm down. I kinda missed that. Oh, it's Matcha. I'm going YOLO. We are not... this is hardcore, man. Hardcore challenge. I have not secured my respawn point. I'm not sure where I would respawn even. I guess next to the spaceship. Ah yeah, that is not great. Oh yeah, we tried it out in the early game, just for fun. If you die, you die. Hardcore. I have save points, I will reload, but it needs to hurt a little. I will consider it a loss though, if I have to reload. So that seems fine. I guess we're just gonna do the same, like we have been doing. Ah no, this is not fine. Stop. Don't kill the nests. Apparently that's too close by. This is not too close by. Okay, we almost killed the nest. See if we can end this playthrough without killing any biter nests. That was close though. I think I should do something similar like I did at the stone mine, really. Yeah, we have an attack group here which can be a threat, so I probably want to like cluster my laser turrets together somewhat. These are gonna be targeting that nest though. Oh. 35 health remaining. Okay, I really should be more careful. Okay, these are retracting, so they should not be shooting. Don't kill the nest, please. Right, now we have a reliable front. That kinda protects the weak side. 4 turrets remaining. I guess we do 3 on this edge then. And 3 on this edge over here. Right, that one is not reacting, so that's good. Alright, and this one will just place behind in case there's more attack groups, but that seems to trigger most of those guys. Now we just need to take out some of those worms with my grenades. He's almost dead, but I'm stuck. Ugh. I have fish. It's not too difficult. I can just pop in from the bottom. Pop in, back. Pop out. Pop in, back. What the heck? Pop out. That should be it. Oh, I have red ammo now, that does help a bunch to take out those worms fast. I forgot I researched the rocket launcher actually. That would make it fairly easy to take out those worms. For now I'm just gonna try to build the bells really at the front. Those biters become extra fast when they are walking on the belts. Right, I forgot to prepare belts, so that is not great. Have I got iron on me? Yeah, kind of. That's not gonna be enough though. Okay, I'm out of bells. I'm crafting them as I'm laying them. It's getting kinda hard to build mines, I must say, like this. With these spitters. They make it a lot harder. Okay, one more belt, that's gonna be the last one. For now. Alright, we have started to mine the copper, so as of this moment we are collecting the copper. Nobody can take that away from us. This copper cannot be destroyed. Something else can be destroyed. Holy moly, we got attacked. Not my red chips, guys. I did. I don't remember. I don't. If I research modular armor actually. Man, my base is a bit stretched out. Still pretty far. Okay, we're just losing some belts and stuff. It's not really that serious. Maybe the laser turrets already took care of them? No. Alright, 4 belts, 2 inserters and an underground. And it was uranium biters actually. It's a sign. It's a sign. They want us to make uranium. They want us to make the nuclear. And it's also a sign I forgot to move those laser turrets, which are standing... Actually no, I did not forget to move them. I just never made more to put back, so let's quickly throw in a couple. Okay, that's all we can do. We don't have more steel, but 5 is going to be plenty. Meanwhile, we can throw these productivity modules in the labs. I'm glad I at least protected my labs here. Right, productivity in the labs. That's actually the only area which is not covered by turrets in my entire base, I think. Yeah. I know, we got destroyed. Alright. No longer though. I guess we'll do this. And that should cover everything again, unless they exactly pass through these openings, which is very unlikely to happen. Very unlikely to happen. Extremely unlikely to happen. Let me just put at least 1 turret here as a distraction. Right, now everything is covered. Yeah, actually pollution is going pretty bad. I think we should make efficiency modules, but we probably should first prioritize getting a nuclear plant. Right, I have a metric bunch ton of copper ore, so probably should throw that on this belt while it is still possible. Somehow we are actually using most of the iron belt now. I guess that's because this thing is full and we are actually starting to collect all of this iron from these nests as well. All or almost all. Yeah, we're actually getting most of a full belt. It's not completely full, you can see the gaps. There are gaps between the belt, but it's not bad. Definitely not bad. Not like copper. Very unlikely here. Not that this one laser turret will stop them, but it will at least distract them. Okay, I have 700 chips in there already. That is 70% of the way towards our nuclear reactor already. I think we should start maybe researching the same. Unfortunately, we do need to research uranium processing. Okay, actually, yeah. We already can do uranium mining before uranium processing, but we need the processing to process it. Okay, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Alright, never mind. Let's take the 1000 blue signs deviation towards nuclear power. I think that's really gonna... 33% evolution already. I think that's really gonna help us out. Yeah, I think I still don't have enough belts. Thought I took the belts, but apparently not. And we'll just see how far we get. It's refusing to move. Alright, that's about as far as the biters will walk out, I think. And do one of these things again. That's gonna be a serious boost to our copper income, I imagine. Okay, let's do this. And another belt of copper. Kinda have to be careful that coal does not get mixed in here. Maybe eventually, especially if we switch to nuclear power, this coal just may reach this copper belt. Or at least pretty close to it. Okay, we're gonna have enough belts, so that's good news. Probably want yet another radar down here. Radars are free now, actually. I don't think it's really costing us anything. I think I can extend this part below here a bit more. No! Saw it happen. Alright. Tell me, is this complete? Tell me that it is complete. One belt is missing over here. Okay, that's an easy fix. Now it's gonna be complete. Sink. Or what is this? Maybe just some acid. Alright. Let's connect this belt to copper. That's gonna be a huge boost. It's like, how many nests are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 nests here, and here we're like 8 or so. So that's 18 copper nests. So we finally start to have something comparable to a normal sized nest, or at least normal relative to the other nests we have. Alright, later dragon roar. Gotta go to work again, yeah. It happens. We need more pollution. There's not gonna be a lot of pollution this playthrough. We're gonna minimize pollution. Because the evolution factor is just being driven up too fast. We're already at 8 micro% per second. If we look this, now it's already 42% pollution. It was like 30 something. Becoming addicted to do this rebalancing thing all the time now. Right, that should still not be, that should like be half a yellow belt in total. Look at these biters. What the heck? Can I keep up? They're gonna get blasted. I think. Right? Yeah, I did build something here, okay. Where are these guys coming from? We are polluting this nest now. Yeah, nuclear power is the way to go, man. And efficiency modules as well. Okay, nuclear power is still quite a ways away. Perhaps we're just first gonna invest in efficiency modules. Nuclear power is quite a ways away, but on the other hand, still have a lot to do. Let's not limit this chest. Thanks Bevilp for your subscription through Amazon Prime. I think, wait. I don't know what I think. What do I think? Do I think let's go nuclear first or efficiency modules first? I think I have to go nuclear first, really. Let's make some concrete. Should have some nice water over here. Alright, something like that. We'll just do like the chest fed thing. Alright. So how much concrete do we need in total? We need 1000 for the silo, 1000 for the reactor. I guess like 600 for some centrifuges or so. 2600. 2800. That is 1400 bricks, that's approximately this many. And a bunch of iron ore. It's gonna be pretty easy to scoop. There's a lot of that laying on the ground here, so let's utilize this instead of stealing it. There's already a lot more iron ore than I came out to get. At least we repair the turrets as well. Multitasking. Alright, looking mostly nice and clean again. Yeah, at least we don't need sulfuric acid to mine uranium, that is true. We got a chest full of uranium, like, super early. Not a chest full, but we got our first uranium ore, just to make a statement. Very, very early. Alright, so 1400 bricks is 350 per chest, oh god, 350 per chest. 70 ore. Let's do 75. Okay, that should make all the concrete we need for the entire playthrough. Including the 1000 for the rocket silo. Okay, so the rest of this iron ore we just gotta throw in these furnaces by hand. Okay. Then what's next? We gotta prepare for centrifuges. I said I was gonna make 6 of these. That's 600 red chips though. Maybe we can get away with 4 of those. Let's start off with 4. If it's not enough, we can make 2 more. Pretty sure it's gonna be enough though. How is our 600 electric engines coming along? Quite nicely. Okay, centrifuges, focus, focus, focus. 600 iron gears. Okay, so we still should stash some of those. How's green chips doing? Nah, not great. I guess we want to start stashing maybe half of these. No, we first want 1000 chips for a reactor. That field of iron can almost be mistaken for a normal iron deposit. Yeah, except the laser turrets point inwards, shooting the biters, instead of outwards, defending it from attacks. For the rest it's kinda normal. Look at this field, it's so funny. It has grown a little bit more still, but it's still Look at this, just spawning on the belts. That is how we're getting our iron ore. Alright, important stuff. I was doing important stuff. Think? Not sure. Now I'm hungry. Okay, that is 400 of this concrete stuff. So that means we can make 4 of these. We can start processing this uranium at least. How is it gonna come in? I guess... Yeah, here we got another guy coming to our base. We got some more uranium on the ground already. That guy is gonna come in where? I mean, he has to run in a laser turret somewhere, right? Okay, he did, but only barely. He found the weak spot. What is this, rampant? What the heck? They should not be finding the weak spots in my base, like exactly the point where he can get closest without getting shot. Right, man, but we've got an actual base, so I'm already pretty happy. All of these red chip assemblers are active. This red chip assembler was so low on hit points it didn't even show a single green or yellow or red dot anymore. So it was almost invisible that it was damaged. Okay, we're getting there. 200 more chips for a reactor. I think the reactor is going to be ready before we can start processing the uranium. Let's at least build these somewhere smart. Like here. Deep behind my laser turrets. Alright. So for now, just do this and we can start already with the processing. Uranium processing. We're doing it. Will it be a shiny rock, the very first one? No. But you never know. In 0.7% of all games, your first uranium is going to be a shiny one. Statistically speaking. Oh, we're still getting damaged. Holy moly. This time at the power plant by a serious attack from the coal mine, I guess. Alright, at least this is running with the stuff it has. We need more laser turrets anyway to set up. Yeah, we need more laser turrets again. It never stops. More laser turrets to defend the coal, the boilers, and more laser turrets to take care of uranium mining. Okay, that's a bit overdoing it. So again, here we go to the patented, I don't know, Michael Hendricks patented hand construction assembly area. Oh god. Not the most elegant solution to be proud of. What are your achievements in Factorio? I've got the world world record speedrun. And what do I've got? I've got this hand feeding setup. Alright, let's do another loop. Okay, we're out of steel. I guess that's good enough. So I think we gotta go defend this corner a bit, because until we have nuclear power, there's... Need a way to disable hand feeding. Yeah. It's all the fault of that lazy bastard achievement, where you cannot handcraft. Then you turn to hand feeding automatically. Maybe not, but I do. Right, got a full belt of copper, at least for a while. Until this backlog of copper dries up at the southern mine. Probably it already has dried up. It is just about to dry up. Right, but pretty neat. Most to all of these biters get triggered, so that's good. Right, these attacks on the boilers are completely gonna stop. This area is gonna be completely devoid of pollution once we switch to nuclear power. All of this pollution is coming purely from this power plant. Whereas this pollution is coming from the base. Alright, I could build a wall or something. I don't really want to do that though. It's gonna be it's gonna be gone anyway soon. What is our production? Our average production? 37 megawatts. Slightly more than a normal power plant worth of power. Odium says I need no spoon and the other time achievement to get 100%. Hit me up if you want to help me. Well, you're in luck. I have a guide on my YouTube channel, how to get no spoon, on default settings. So if you cheese the settings, you can get it even easier. The guide is set to do it in 8 hours. In general, a tip which I have is do the next step, and then so the general tip I have is save the game, like so, save 62, I don't know. Then you do the next step. After that you load your save and you do it again, and you will do it at least 25% faster compared to the first time you did it. And that way, with that saves coming, you can really save a lot of time over the course of the game. But you can get it if you follow my guide. You only need 1 red belt of iron and 1 red belt of copper and 1 red belt of iron into steel. Everything is written out really detailed, so I would say give that a try. I think you can probably do it with that guide. I've got a lot of comments on that one that that guide did help them finally get the achievement, so there's a good chance you will be able to get it like that. Right, now we can plop down a couple extra over here. There's also enough to go mine that uranium. We just need the belts. That's probably a bit much, but let's take them anyway. How's nuclear power doing? What are we lacking? We are lacking engines of all things. Let's throw a couple on the back then. We just have slow production in general, I think, really. But that's okay. We don't have that many techs to research, so... Alright, a third belt going down here as well. This is just gonna go straight to uranium. Centrifuge not working. Oh, thanks, Kaiser. Okay, we've got 2 of those things already. Let's just use that to make 20 fuel cells already. Let's see, which is not working. Ah, like this. No, it's alright. This is going to be finished anyway. It is finished now. So let's just keep it up if I catch any. So that's alright. It was just to get rid of that uranium ore which we had from the early game on. Nuclear power is going to be a fact, and we are not going to use a blueprint this time. This game I will design a reactor in-game. Well, design is a big word for a 2-core reactor, but you gotta do it anyway. It's fairly easy though. Right, final mine. How close by is this gonna be? Something like so. So let's try building a line at the back here to start off. That should trigger them. Hello, that should trigger you, I said. Maybe this one will trigger you. Okay, that will trigger them a bit too much. How close can we get? It's kinda hard to see. Can I just power it? Okay, it does seem to be working. Maybe we can just do the simple thing here as well. It's a simple line of turrets. Seeing people turn uranium into fuel cells before Kovarex hurts my soul, even though I know it's right, says Kalenius. It's a hard habit to get rid of, I guess. Yeah, I forgot we have worms in here. That's going to be exciting with the spitters around as well. Okay, that is the front worms gone. Do I need to care about the back ones? I don't know, not really. Okay, I'm gonna die. This is way too dangerous. We are way too far in the evolution curve. Stop killing the nest. Alright, that is one worm. Another worm. Last one. Come on. Okay, that's the last one. All worms down. Another tactical retreat. A little bit less tactical than the last time I did a tactical retreat, but oh well. Okay then. And that's the last resource. Uranium. Believe it or not, nuclear power is about to complete. So it's good we didn't postpone that any longer. And just go... Yeah, I'll try from here. There's a lot of spitter spawners in here. Just try not to walk up and down too much, so the spitters won't target the bells. Okay, I am getting kinda destroyed though, so let's get out. At least it's a little bit easier to see where the ore is now that it's so shiny. Alright. That's gonna be good enough, I think. Right, Odium, if you try this guide, let me know how it went, and if anything was unclear, then I can make like small improvements to it. Okay, I guess just a little bit more here on the top side. And then we can call this one a day as well. Alright, even every belt is repaired, so that's good. That's it. That's uranium. Now we don't need to worry about pollution attacks from this mine anymore either. Let's try to fully encase this. Oh, that may have been too dangerous as well. Fortunately, no medium biters have been getting involved just yet. Alright, now that's fully encased. Theoretically then it cannot grow any further. Don't go attacking something else, just follow me. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Right. It's so big, it doesn't even fit when I zoom out. Alright, the final tally inside here is 33,000 iron ore on the ground. It definitely does not look like 33,000 pieces in here. If you would ask me to estimate how many pieces are laying on the ground, I would say like a couple thousand, but definitely not a couple tens of thousands. It's always amazing how quickly that spirals out of control. Right, let's go check out that uranium stuff. Nuclear power is finished. I guess we can continue on the way to... I guess we're gonna do it, just the beeline. Let's select rocket silo and see what we need. We need blue chips, advanced. I guess we first want electric smelting, that's the next step. Blue chips. Low density structure, rocket fuel, lubricant, electric engine, robot frame. And then purple and yellow signs. Suddenly the victory feels within reach. Somehow. It is a very strange feeling for this playthrough. I was still very desperate last stream, and now I suddenly feel I can win this. Right, we didn't get any more of the good stuff. It does seem like we are overproducing uranium, so we are gonna need those extra 2 centrifuges, or at least 1. We have the red chips for it, but we also want to start making some efficiency modules at the same time, so let's do that. Alright. Meanwhile, here we are nuclear reactor time. What do you need to make a 2-core nuclear reactor? Alright, so one core generates 40 megawatts out of a fuel cell. That means you need 4 of these guys because they consume 10 megawatts. And it means you need like 7-ish of these guys, but it is normally easier to just make 8 of them, and it looks better too, in my opinion. You can do something like so, and then with pipes, like so, and then just save one. That would work, but yeah, I usually just go 8. It also gives you a little bit of, same like with these steam engines, it gives you a little bit of fake overproduction, which you can use to catch some of these spikes. Alright, so that is for one. So if we have another one, we would need another set of this. The thing is, if they are together, they get a neighbor bonus of 100% each. So that means basically they both count like 2 reactors, so we're gonna need this. And that's basically all we need. So then we just rotate this like so, I guess. We're gonna need a bunch of heat pipes to connect everything. I guess we can basically line this up with the reactor. And then we just flip this around a couple times. And this is a 2-core nuclear reactor designed from scratch in 1 minute. That's how simple it really is. Now these consume up to 103 water a second, so 8 of these can be supplied with one offshore pump of 1200 a second. We can even do a long pipe for 800 units of water a second, it doesn't matter. But we need 2 of these in total to feed both sides. So let's put this on here and these as well. Looks like we're gonna need a couple more of those undergrounds. Now we just gotta find a place for it. I think we're just gonna build it here. Let's get rid of these turrets. This power line is kinda redundant. Yeah, I guess it is redundant. It's all going through here. We only have one connection to our labs and main bus though, so that's not great. Let's just quickly fix that now that we think about it. No setting up infinite 60 SPM base. No, definitely not. I'm gonna be glad when this playthrough is over, to be honest. This was a pretty brutal playthrough. Right, like oil count is going down. Just gonna make a bit of space, like so. So I guess we'll just plop this guy right down here. It's gonna bring in water from the bottom, I guess. This is gonna be a bit tricky again as well. It is easier to protect with laser turrets though. We can protect with laser turrets in the north and the south, draw the water from the center, and that way biters can never get into this. Right, now we just need to make the elements. I will first make it 2 nuclear reactors so I can start heating up this thing. We can make it fuel efficient, though we don't really need to, since we have more production than consumption anyway. Should I make it efficient? No, let's not do it. It is not necessary. I'll just show you how wasteful you can be with this whole nuclear fuel thing. Okay, we can do this. I want to make the reactor so they can start heating up already. That's going to be the bulk of the time. And the heat pipes, 44 of them. Alright, the reactors, we have the 1000 chips. So we're gonna need, I forgot, we're gonna need a lot more gears. We have the temporary crafting area to help out with that if we need to. Okay, this is all the concrete for the rest of the game. So 1000 for the rocket silo, I have 400 more for centrifuges if I want. And 1000 for the reactor. We also need 1000 steel and 1000 copper. So that is 2 of these reactors. I said I needed 44 heat pipes. That's some more copper. And a bit more steel. Right, with that out of the way, we can start heating up the system. Because we need to wait until it reaches 500 degrees. With just the reactors it goes up quite fast, this temperature here in the corner. Well, as soon as you start to add the heat pipes, you can also see the output now, 80 megawatts instead of 40, because it has the neighbor bonus. Whereas one here has the mouse over just 40 megawatts without neighbor bonus. Temperature's going up quite fast, but once we introduce these heat pipes, they also take a bunch of heat. So now the temperature's probably going down a bit. 120. Yeah, these ones. And yeah, looks like something I miscalculated. Oh, they just hadn't finished crafting yet. Alright. So probably we can just insert 2 fuel cells. That will heat up the system to close to 1000 degrees. We can immediately start using it once the rest is done. Let's just craft the rest. 16 of those and 32 of those. This is just another half chest of copper with a bit of steel and pipes. Alright, the back of the power plant is getting attacked still. That's alright. We are backing up. The uranium ore is slowly backing up, so I think I will make more centrifuges just to deal with all the incoming ore. Instead of having an ore explosion all over the place later on. What was I coming to do again? I was gonna make pipes. Forgot about that. I just scooped them. So yeah, we need 1600 copper, a little bit more copper. So you can see we already spent 1 chest of copper even on such a small reactor. That's going to be 16 of those, and we need another 1600 copper to make 32 of these. Probably we don't have 1600, we do have 1600 gears, alright, that's good. And then the rest is pipes again. Like 600 pipes, so we're gonna need some personal crafting area assistance. Also the first 80 modules are done, which is good news. Definitely gonna need some more. That's going to be 100 modules once we add the green chips. And we'll go from there. I just don't have the pipes yet. We need a little bit more iron into pipes. No, you get 100% bonus per neighbor, so like this, which is the ideal configuration really, you would get 200% bonus per neighbor, so 300% in total. 120 megawatts per reactor, or 480 in total. You can get more from the center ones once you start going really big. Then these center ones have like 400% capacity, 160 megawatts, with the outside ones 120. You can also do it like this is like the best you can do, but you cannot automatically fuel this. So you will need to hand insert stacks of fuel every 3 hours or so, which you won't you won't do that. So probably just best to stick to this sort of design. Right, pipes. I forgot what I came for. I should have first inserted some stuff in the pipes here and then started mansplaining. Right, temperature is 800 degrees, we are still burning up. This will again lower it somewhat, because also these store a bunch of heat. Okay, 330, 500, 600. Okay, the reactor is down to 600 degrees. I'm even gonna automate nuclear fuel production, just from this setup. I forgot that I need to power these guys, and I don't have like substations or something, so let's put them one tile apart. Almost too tempting to make it fuel efficient, but I'm not gonna do it out of principle this time. Especially now I need to put the pipes down. Let's power the nuclear fuel plant with wooden power poles. Okay, that lines up nicely. Alright, it even looks nice. Right, we're out of fuel now, but the temperature is stuck at about 800 degrees. As soon as we input water here, we're gonna be in business. So where are we gonna take water? Let's come from the back, because at least we get to see it. Somewhere over here. Okay, I kinda want to hide them into like nooks and crannies, like so. I'm going to like extend laser defense out to the lake. Just gonna put like one laser turret in front of every power line. Just in case any surprise attack wants to come in. putting the wooden power pole there so the laser can be a little bit further away. And the big power line will not get blown up like happened a couple times before. Okay, so now we're pretty much going to be 100% safe. Because there's no way the biters penetrate this, and flying biters are not in the game. Yet. At least try to buy it dinner first. Yeah, Mike, where are your manners? Okay, what am I doing? Apparently I'm doing something not really... not right. It does not exactly matter what is where. Let's just drive this out to the lake. I mean, are biters really gonna come in this forest? I don't really think so, but... there's nothing to path to here even. Right, but now this whole area is closed off, so we can safely bring that nuclear power plant water over without having to worry the biters can possibly destroy it. Now we just need to worry about trying to build this in the forest. Building pipes in a forest is always one of the most annoying things about Factorio. Yeah, I'm kinda coming in too high. Okay. Okay. Apparently biters do come in this forest right here. Look at my foresight. Never mind me. Not laying pipes in a forest, right? I recently learned the meaning of laying pipe. I guess we can just nicely... probably should stay out of the way of this area, really. Let's go down here. Can't. I'm gonna have electric furnaces at some point. Am I gonna build those here? I don't know, maybe. Alright, let's just go straight for now and then we'll figure it out later. This is straight, apparently. Alright, we have to go down a little bit. I should have really planned this out a bit better. Right, but that is water. And that means Let's connect this up with some power poles as well to different sides of the base. That means we're gonna be running on nuclear power, and the moment I switch it on we should see this increment go down by a lot immediately. It's going up by 7 to 8 percentage points every time. Now we're gonna be running on nuclear power. Nuclear power. And it's gonna go down immediately to 0.3 or 0.4 per tick instead of 0.8. Here we go. Oh, apparently, okay, I misaligned that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Everybody, nothing to see here. Right. Alright, the moment I blah 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 0.4 instead of 0.8. Uh, 0.5 apparently. I guess the boilers are still burning hard to fill up all the stuff. Let's check the pollution graph. The boilers dropped from 700 to about 200. Okay, of course they haven't switched off completely because I built so many of these. I built 90 megawatts of steam turbines and 160 megawatts of this. So that means this is taking up approximately 2/3 of the power. But now we don't have those blackouts anymore. So I guess I could build lights again now in the base. But if I do this, now I can safely do this. I don't even need to deconstruct anything. I can just do this. And now this is down to 0.3 to 0.4 increments. Alright, that is good. If you now look at pollution, pollution just dropped from 700 from the boilers to 0 from the boilers. Here's the boilers, 0 pollution. So now the biggest polluter is the steel furnaces. We can replace those by electric furnaces now, which we've already researched. Those produce only 1 pollution instead of 4. So that's gonna cut that part of pollution in half twice. Pop pop. If you put efficiency modules, it's gonna it's gonna go down by 90%. And then assembly machines, and then the oil refineries are just so minor because we have so few of them. But yeah, that is basically gonna save us from big biters this playthrough. Right, how many of these do I have now? Again, 1000. I have I need about 200 to 10 to 20 to 50 like 300 for sure. I have 100. This could be 200. I need 5 stacks of green chips. I think the time has come to neutral output priority that, so I start stashing some of those chips in the chest. Alright, that's gonna make me in total 300 efficiency modules. I probably should automate fuel to these things. It's gonna be 1000 degrees all the time, that is fine. There's gonna be 5 fuel cells in there. Oh, that hurts it hurts my eyes. I've been building the fuel efficient reactors exclusively since the ultimate Death Will challenge in 2021, I think. Alright, I'm just gonna automate Alright, let's use a splitter here. We're gonna automate nuclear fuel. Output priority of shiny rocks goes to the left. We already have 4 more. Then we're just gonna put an assembler here, which is gonna make nuclear fuel without productivity. We're gonna just give it efficiency, really. Now I'm just gonna do something like this, something like that. I guess this will do. I'm not gonna have that much uranium anyway. This is never gonna back up, that's alright. Now we just need to add iron. Conveniently we've got loads of that on the bus. So we'll just bring that over. Alright. That is automated nuclear fuel production. Now we just gotta output that. Oh, this is gonna look ugly now, but oh well. Half of it is going here, half of it is going. Let's at least keep one tile of space. Half of that is going there, and that is going to outproduce this nuclear reactor. Pretty sure of it. And it's going to equally bring nuclear fuel to both sides. And now we never have to worry about power again. Will you ever research Covarex in this game? Seems unlikely. Hello beer, nice to meet you. Yeah, that sounds good actually. I think I'm out of beers. So for me it's hello coffee. I'm going to pour myself the coffee if you don't mind. Just give me a couple secs. That may sound strange in my accent. Yeah, I forgot I was gonna make more centrifuges. Let's just start efficiency modeling the heck out of this base. First we go through the obscure parts, the oil emptying barrels, centrifuges. What else do we have? Do we have anything set up at all? I don't think so. This is just the... Oh, look at that coal. It's down to 55k. We have used up over 20,000 coal from the chests, which was buffered before. Now it's gonna fill up again, I'm pretty sure. Now we are not using coal for power anymore. But that was a big dip into that 75,000 coal stash. I don't think we've got anything else on the map except here, really. This is all just mines and laser turrets. Nothing polluting. I guess we can get rid of this now. So normally I leave all my old stuff on the map, but since we're going to be limiting our resources pretty hard, I don't want to have idle machines all over the map all the time. Alright. Okay, that is the entire base up there. The personal assembly area. And then it's all. Or what? Battery assembler, I missed that. will put my concrete maybe here. I want 2 more of those centrifuges. Okay, this is actually going fast enough for robot frames later on. So I don't need to build more batteries even. Kinda efficiency module everything, I think. Let me know if I missed something. Concrete, right? I got concrete for these. Okay, I kinda messed up the spacing, so I'm just gonna plop 2 of them down here. This base is ultimate spaghetti anyway. It's not often that I don't care at all about what goes where. But this is one of those rare cases. And that's connected as well. Hopefully now we'll start to get rid of this backlog of uranium. We are 4% evolution away from from medium spitters. Those are gonna take like 2 shots to kill, I think, with the damage upgrade we've got now. There's really no reason to research more damage upgrade. We could argue more shooting speed is good for the lasers, but it's also pretty expensive, so I'm not really sure I want to do that. I mean, if we do like purple and yellow signs after this, oh wait, we still need to do the modules. Right, but we're getting there, slowly. But still faster than we can build stuff. Right, copper is actually backing up now. I only have half a belt of smelting. So it's not really fully backed up just yet, but we are kinda outproducing half a yellow belt of copper. We have more than half a yellow belt of copper after 21 hours in the game. Everybody celebrate. Holy moly. Well, let's check the pollution graph now. So this was before. Now we're already 10 minutes in this line. So now the steel furnaces are doing the most. The assembly machines have gone down from about 100 to about 40. That makes sense with a 60% reduction. Oil refineries same, from 14 to about 3. 80% reduction. These also 80% reduction. 60% reduction. We built 2 more of them, that's right. Because now it's just the steel furnaces really, which is the big polluter. The rest is almost down to 0. So I guess the next quest is going to be to make furnaces. How much do we have in total? 60. But I guess we want to expand copper to a full line, so 72 furnaces. We have that. It's just 360 advanced circuits really. We have that in the chest. No, not quite. Okay, here are some spitters coming for the attack from wherever. Maybe from this nest actually. Pollution is gonna go down immensely as well. We're already no longer polluting these nests now. If you look here, the values are going down. It only spreads once it's higher than 15. And now it's just very slowly with 0.4 per minute falling down to 0. And once that is reached, all of this pollution will be gone. Even here at the center, the pollution is already almost down to 15. It just spreads around between itself for quite a while, so it takes a little bit of time to get rid of it. Eventually though we will, and now this epicenter is going to go down immensely as well. Already there is no more dark red area on the map like it was here before. This forested chunk already is completely gone. forest goes pretty hard, -6 per minute. Look at that, it just goes like 0.1 per second. This is gonna disappear and then it's gonna be gone forever. And it's gone. So that's what's gonna happen slowly with all of these chunks down here. And no more attacks are gonna come in on the backside here. Alright, so that's great. Yeah, I slowed down. Let's grab this because I don't really care about progressing in science that much at this moment. Let's bring everything under in these chests. A little bit of artificial boosting. And pretty soon we should have those, how many I was setting out to get, like 360 red chips. So it's a couple more. Let's collect the rest what we need for the furnaces. And so it's 720 steel, 720 stone bricks, and then the 360 red chips. Those will be ready pretty soon, I imagine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 20. Alright, I guess we can just craft 4 by hand. And we'll do the rest in these assemblers. Wait, 2 by hand. And the rest in these assemblers. Alright. I think that's it. Oh god. You know it's coming now, right? Now we need to do this dance again. Can do it without closing the chest though, that helps a lot. Right. 72 electric furnaces coming right up, sir. And then we have truly minimized pollution. Let's check how is it going with uranium. We are actually... yeah, I think we are... okay, that's backed up until here. It is no longer backed up really. There's an oil barrel on there for some reason. This is the case with this playthrough. Your inventory is constantly full of ore. What the heck happened here though? This guy has copper in his... Alright, yeah, we do have a copper problem. Okay, I'm gonna just... Let's keep 2 chests of copper stored up for ourselves. And the rest we are just gonna feed out on the belt. Like so. I mean, iron... if I do this, at least we have 2 belts of throughput, so we can empty out these chests if we want to smelt a whole bunch of steel. Which probably we do want to do at some point. We still have 50,000 iron in here, only 7,000 copper though. I think we need another copper mine. I think we can afford infinite mines now. We're also no longer gonna die as soon as we reach big biters now though. So I still prefer not to. That's why we're doing the whole efficiency module thing. Right, so now we can keep an eye of the amount of fuel cells in these chests here. 38 and 38. You see, this value will go up. We are probably outproducing uranium-235 compared to consumption in these assemblers. So we are wasting the energy. That's okay. We don't really need to care about that. We could build extra of these steam turbines behind here as well to do the extra catching of the maximum power. That might be not such a bad idea. But yeah, for now I think we are good. Let's first grab our 72 things of these. We kinda need to figure out where we're gonna build it. Perhaps I'm just gonna build iron right here, since the iron is coming from right here. Alright, 9, 12. Can keep a little bit of space. So I can just keep everything on the inside, like in Factorio. We just need some long-handeds. In that case, I don't have iron. That does not really seem like a big problem to me at this moment. Somehow I think we can get some iron around this location here. I'm gonna continue with this horrible power line pattern. Right, so we're gonna be using a lot more power, but we're going to be producing a lot less pollution, which is what this is about. Right now we need 24 of those long guys. And this is our new yellow belt of iron. All of this is no longer going to go through. So instead we'll just hook this up like so. And then we have to be a little bit quick. Another medium biter came from this direction. That probably is going to stop pretty soon as well. Alright, let's stop this iron belt going from here. This coal no longer needs to go on this iron belt. That all can go. Right, so first we stopped consuming coal for power, and now we're gonna stop consuming. I have to check my base, man. There's gonna be copper everywhere on the iron belt. Now we are no longer consuming coal for smelting either. Want to get rid of this entire smeltery lane. Alright, so we did not build the electric furnaces in here, so that's good in a way, because we don't need to move all this water out of the way. But it's also not really great because we cannot so well keep an eye on what we're doing. Let's for now just connect that iron belt, which is coming in over here. Like so. And now we've got electric smelting of iron, which is going to the base in the same manner as it was before. Yeah, I kinda want to store up just a bit of iron as well. Okay, there's iron smelting transformed. I guess let's do this instead. It gives us a bit of space for what if I want to expand iron? I won't be expanding iron here. I guess if I will like expand iron, I'll build just a new set of furnaces. For now though, I've just got my furnaces to handle my current production. I think I am gonna build copper over here though. We need like 24 furnaces, but we don't have space for quite 24, I don't think. We kinda do, if we just... If we will just divide this over 2 belts. Okay, we need a couple more of those again. I just gotta go get some gears really. Perhaps some inserters would help as well. And I can make these again. Alright. Grabbing the ore, putting it back. And the other way. I realize I've been doing a bad job of reading chat. I'm getting a bit caught up again. So once this is up, I will take a moment to reflect on my life and your life. Right. Okay, there's one line. Then I guess we can get rid of all of this as well. And exchange it for another half stack of furnace. That is more copper than we have, but well, we may expand that, so who knows. Am I disconnecting my laser turrets? That is not great, potentially, but I am. Guess we no longer really need those since we have got turrets out here now. And anyway, we're not going to be polluting anymore. So here we're going to do the same, ore and the rest of the copper. It's potentially a full belt of copper. If only we had the copper mines, so to say, in the form of more copper biters. Alright, we don't need to worry about how much power we use now. I kind of think we should perhaps build some extra of those steam turbines. Maybe 16 more would help. I don't have space because, yeah, I don't need all this coal anymore. Nobody needs coal. Who needs coal? Nobody. Then we just gotta do steel and stone bricks. And then we have totally transformed. They're all going up by only 2 to 3% points instead of 7 to 9. So that means it takes, if this is 1 second, it takes roughly 1 hour to get a 1% evolution increase at this pace. Evolution got up to 40%, 46%. Now time will start to be the driving factor again, I think. Yeah, this is gonna give me about 13 to 14 hours to finish the game. I think that's gonna be enough. Before big biters arrive on the scene, I think that's gonna be enough. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, just to catch those spikes, because we're gonna be using more power. Not everything is gonna be efficiency modules. I do want some productivity modules for like yellow and purple signs later on. Right, so I do need like a half a chest of copper and, I know, a quarter chest I think. I'm overdoing it. 16 of those. Can use this opportunity to limit this chest a bit. Stone supply has died, that's alright. Alright. Okay, so a little bit of copper is escaping into these chests. I think that is okay. Let's upgrade to a red splitter. That will be able to handle this a bit faster. The thing is, if you use yellow splitter with like belts which arrive at the same time, if a copper plate arrives at exactly the same time on the left side and left side, they cannot both go on the left side. But with a red splitter and like one red belt behind it, you have a little bit of extra space to put that copper plate there. So only if this belt truly is not moving forwards like it's doing now. Funnily enough, it's doing that now. Probably means we should be making more of these chips. Right now. I'm gonna have copper everywhere. I need to check all the ends of my iron belts because stuff is gonna stop working if there is copper on the belt. I don't know how that ended up there though. I mean, I can imagine how it ended up there, but I don't know what exactly happened. Right, 6 of these make kind of think I do need to rebalance this. And that's gonna eat up all the copper, it seems, so as soon as you have low density structures up though, it's gonna be no problem to eat through all the copper. That is not gonna be something we will be able to call a problem. Right, those biters are just dropping stuff everywhere. Let's just check the end of all belts. Pipes does not have copper on top. I don't see any copper in military signs. That probably hasn't been moving for a while. And iron gears. It looks like everything else is free of copper. Maybe it was just like one or two copper ore of a biter which exactly happened to run over here and just ended up on the iron belt or something. Alright. Now we're just gonna rip this out. And replace this with electric smelting as well. Alright. Let's make it safe. I said I was gonna re-chat a bit. I haven't been doing that for a while. So... sorry about that. I didn't do a good job. I'm just gonna scroll up until I see some stuff which I didn't read yet. The Zen and the art of building pipes in a forest. You could use accumulators and circuit conditions. It's too complicated. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, keep it stupid, and it probably won't go wrong. The nuclear reactors are probably fine at this point. You can see the glow that is assigned there at 1000 degrees. Let me mouse over that. Yeah, so it's gonna be constantly at max temperature if you overfeed them fuel cells with unlimited input like they have now. 48 fuel cells in the chest, so it's already 11 more than there were when we last checked. Yeah, Kovrax won't be researched in this game, I don't think. We're just gonna beeline rocket silo, be done with it. We're gonna spend all our stashed resources. We have already spent most of our stashed copper, so that's gonna be the bottleneck. How's pollution now? I will check that right now. Yeah, it's already looking pretty gappy down here. This stationary pollution will take the longest, where there are no trees. The values are pretty low. So here it's still like 5.7 in a chunk. Fortunately it's not that world, it's just default settings, or this would take twice as long even. Here in forest it's already gone. Over the old power plant already gone. It's gonna look shiny and clean. The only pollution is gonna come from our base here. And from the electric furnaces just a little bit. Could even throw efficiency modules in those, just for fun. Yeah, an oil biter could have been killed on the uranium belt. That is the thing with pollution as well. If you start getting like unpredictable attacks, those biters could die anywhere. And anything could go on any belt. Let's check out that stone mine. Again, it's dead for the moment. That's alright, we have all the stone we need, so not really too worried about keeping that going. Yeah, we've gone nuclear. This stream has been one of great progress, surprisingly. Maybe not surprisingly, but I mean, this is the 4th stream. The first 3 streams we spent building a power plant and an iron mine. The one you see here. And then this stream we did everything else. Building the entire base. Researching all blue technologies we need. Building a nuclear plant. Strange how it can go. Yeah, the KISS principle, keep it simple, stupid. Alright. If you don't mind, I'm also gonna have just a sip of coffee. Man, I kinda just want to go to the end, but I think that's too much to ask for this evening. Let's build this extra power plant stuff so we get a fake maximum production, just like we got with the... Oh, this is gonna look horrible. Horrible is the name of the game. Just like with the steam engines, we're gonna have like a fake production. We're even gonna need like double power poles to reach those. Right, now we can spike up to 280 megawatts, whereas our true production is only 160 megawatts. So that's a good way to keep those lasers a bit under control with our crazy 100 megawatt spikes all the time. Okay, is everything still working? This is working, this is working. You can just check the exclamation marks. Everything is working except for stone. Which is fine. I guess we could just quickly trigger that. Let's just run over there instead of using the car. I don't know why I'm not using the car. Yeah, it's indeed, we have finally been able to automate the extraction of resources. There to go all the biters again. It's a bit annoying that they did not trigger. Perhaps I can remedy that by placing an unpowered laser turret maybe a bit closer. Maybe then it will happen less frequently. This can reach behind the nest now. So everything that spawns on these nests probably should get triggered. I'm not exactly sure how the triggering mechanics work when you are in range, when you are not in range, all that kind of stuff. They did not bring any stone walls. It's gonna be spitters which target this anyway, so walls won't really help. Let's see if this keeps it active for the rest of the game. Let's not drive over the sacred ore field. The ore must remain alive there. This is a funny base now, man. Right, I stopped steel production, so I probably should re-enable that ASAP. We're already researching low density structure. Are we though? No, we are stashing all of these red chips in a chest. Let's switch that around. Yeah, almost 2000 red chips. That's okay though, we can use those for blue chips pretty soon. Okay, also stone bricks is gonna be changed around. I don't know, I kinda think I can just... I don't need stone brick smelting anymore. Do I need that? forgot how much steel I need again. I think we need like 5,000 stone bricks for electric furnaces, and that's gonna be it. We've got like 10,000-ish. Also, this coal no longer has to go on a belt together with stone. And also this no longer has to be filled with coal. Now we can just do another steel furnace like we've been doing. Guess we can split it right here at the bottom. I don't want to do. I'm just gonna bring it back from the top. Right, that's all. That was how easy it was to change that around, really. I don't even think I want to bother trying to set up stone brick smelting, really. Don't see the reason. Yeah, alright. That's like 3/4 of a belt. That's gonna be enough steel smelting. We are quite a ways ahead on steel smelting compared to the copper plates we still have to accumulate. Now we have got 6 of these left over. I guess we could do something like so with one of these, so we can just throw our iron ore still away somewhere. We can throw everything away except iron here now. Coal is gonna explode now, even more than it already did. All of these chests are gonna fill up again. The belts are empty though, because the chests are not full, but they are gonna fill up again, and then this is gonna explode. Okay, now we are extracting copper at full speed. And we are researching again. And apparently we have a full chest of green chips somehow. Don't know how that happened, but I'll take it. Alright, I think the next bottleneck we need to solve is adding some more copper. I think we can just quickly do that again. We have a couple of batteries here. We're gonna do that dance one more time, where we grab a bunch of stuff. We are consuming more steel every time than we are generating, so could actually just throw some artificial iron on here. gonna fill this up for a while. So we can still boost steel smelting. I guess if we have big military science projects, we're gonna need to automate stone bricks again, but I don't foresee us doing that. Game speed square root 2. Exactly because of if I speed it up twice, it's going to go double speed, etc. Because the jump from 1 to 2 and from 2 to 4 is a bit too big for my liking, and I cannot vary this factor. It has to be the same multiplication factor every time, so I chose root 2 to still get to the integer powers of 2. And in between it's roughly 1.5 and roughly 3 times speed, so I can go from 1 to 1.5 to 2 to 3 to 4 approximately. Right, I was going to do the laser turret thing. Oil tank's fairly empty, I guess this is fairly full. Rocket fuel is being researched, so we can set that up soon as well. We have a lot to set up actually. But first we need to tackle our problems at the base. How many turrets did I make? Already 220. It's 236. Forty, 10 more. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kind of feels too many. Let's cancel that. Yeah, we did a good job reducing the byte revolution speed. It's like less than 1/3 it was before. Ah, it was right. Let's make 2 more. 250 turrets. How many of those are up? 216. Oh yeah, and 1 is not connected to the network, that is correct. Alright, then I guess we are gonna build another front on this copper mine to speed up copper intake. Since copper intake is at the moment excruciatingly slow. We need a little bit more copper before we can actually do some low density structure shenanigans. So let's grab a bunch of belts again. 2k, I guess that's gonna be enough. We only need to build one side and we can just hook it up into this copper line here. Alright, we already have the power lines here from the early game. You know what? I should make a rocket launcher to take out those worms, because I cannot at the moment. The rocket launcher is easy, the rockets are a bit more difficult. But we don't need that many. So we just need some explosives, which is more sulfur. So I guess we'll plop that right next to here again. Like so. Okay, that is that. Then we need sulfur, like so. I guess we can just hand feed it coal. From one of these chests over here. 600 coal. Apparently I did not put anything in this chest. Okay, a full chest of coal. Probably do not want to build a chest of explosives. Explosives are fast. Okay, then we just make some rocket assemblers here. And those just need the explosives with some iron plates and electronic circuits. That is probably going to be enough rockets for the rest of the game, really. Once this is done, we can feed it another set of 100 iron. Alright, so we have to wait a little bit until these rockets are done. But eventually we can use these to attack those medium worms in this nest over here. Looks like stone is backed up because we're not using it. How is stone looking here? Okay, it's not backed up on the bell just yet. Yeah, production is so slow, it takes a long time just to fill up anything. So far it's looking alright with the stone. So I kind of want to set up another radar. Maybe over here. That's exactly not right. We have so much power, we can set up however many radars we like. Okay, so let's do this. We have some more vision. Then we need to set up one on the copper and one on this connection part over here. Maybe one over here as well. But we can probably pretty soon take a look that pollution is no longer an issue. Do you plan to finish today? No, I'm going to go to bed soon, I think. It would be epic to finish today, but it's probably not gonna happen. It's gonna be a grind, a manual hand-feeding grind to get to the end. And it's gonna involve a lot of numbers and stuff, so gotta be a little bit fresh for that. Yeah, I think next week, Friday will be the finale. Oh, thanks Odium for the gifted subscription. No, I think this series will have a normal final. Only one. I mean, I did the end game, the hand feeding end game part already at least in 3 different playthroughs. I kinda know it by heart by now. There's not really that much which can go wrong. Famous last words, but oh well. Alright, probably the rockets are done. Or at least enough to take out some of those medium biters. Alright, 98 rockets, 100 rockets. Give me 100. 100 rockets. You gotta be careful with those things around the base. No, next time is the finale. This is not gonna be the final. The finale is going to be probably a rather, I don't know, boring-ish hand feeding, sluggish to the rocket. I guess this is the most interesting episode. The one after the early game grind of getting to laser turrets, and the one before the end game grind of getting to the rocket. This was the most fun one, where we set up all the automated mining stuff and the actual base, which is getting us over to the last blue technologies on the way to rocket silo. Then it's just purple, yellow. Yeah, purple, yellow, and rocket silo. That's all we need to do. It's still a lot of resources though. So it's not to be underestimated, but on the other hand, let's go. What the heck is that guy gonna do? Right, here we go, yet another mine. Looks like 6 of those is enough, so is that gonna target the nest? Of course it is. Okay, those are not targeting. Okay, that one is targeting the nest. Ooh! And the damage upgrade is quite hefty. Okay, that one does not seem to want to target the nest. But let's try out that rocket launcher actually. Right, so you see this medium 30 range, rocket launcher 36 range. You know what that means? That means easy game. Takes a while with the super slow shooting speed. But that's okay. Basically can delete them without ever getting into danger. Well, at least we got to use it for one nest this game. We kinda gotta be a bit careful with all those spitters running around. These worms are a bit far. I really don't think we need to take out all of them though. We just need to put down some belts and that's it. Just like we've been doing. Alright, 0 nest skill still. 0 spawner skill. We got close a couple times, but no spawners were killed in the making of this video. Poison capsules are bad for environment. I thought this playthrough would last much longer than it does. I think we can be finished in like 4 hours or so. It depends how much, I think it depends on how much copper is gonna be a bottleneck. It could be a pretty big bottleneck actually. Okay, should not underestimate. I should not underestimate how many of those spitters there are here. Let's work on a different part just for a bit. Maybe up here. So I need to be careful not to get hit or my healing will stop. Okay, like that. Let's go in then. Alright, no more shiny corner structures. I kinda have a feeling that this may be the last mine we need to build. Let's try to get this side in again. There's a lot of spitters. Maybe we need to do all the way to where these corpses are laying. Or perhaps I trigger those fighters that direction, but it does seem a bit wide. Stop damaging my bells! Right, let's quickly finish this up. No, they are trying to quickly finish me up. Alright, I did it. I just prepared this last little things, and hopefully that is good enough. I think that is... Is it good enough? Do I need... Okay, was that really necessary? Look at all this. Oh, stop it! Stop it! Maybe I should just agree not to watch this belt. Okay, let's just not watch this belt. We'll just get... go this way. Alright, but that's gonna be another great source of copper. I guess it does not really matter how I splitter this together, really. Oh, that's good enough. There's just too many splitters for this to get fixed. I'm not done though. I need more belts on this top side, it appears. So no, just we did 2 damage upgrades. The next threshold from medium biters to go down is, I didn't calculate it, but purely from feel it's gonna be just too expensive to worry about. Alright, let's not die now. Okay, we'll give it one try. I think we can get it repaired. I think that's the last of the blue technologies done. Alright, everything is repaired. Is there anything missing? Yes, 1 belt. I didn't hear the click. Is it fixed? No. There it was. Alright. Nice. That is complete. Least damage 4 to 2 shot. Yeah, that's another 700 science. Basically, we are 3 technologies away from rocket silo. Speed module 3, productivity module 3, rocket control unit, and then we can already research the silo. So that's 1300 yellows and 1600 purples. But if we use some clever productivity module shenanigans, we can get away with making ingredients for 1200 yellows and 1500 purples instead. And then we can even get beacons technology to speed up the rocket faster. So we'll get that for free on top of that. Alright. Let's quickly try to throw as many of this in here as possible. That's all of it. Okay, that's good. Okay, clean up this area just a little bit more. I think that's gonna be approximately it for serious progress today. What a progress it was. We've got a fully functional nuclear plant, including automated, fully automated fuel distribution. Let's check how many fuel cells we've got now. Yeah, it is going up 51. It's not going up very fast, but it is going up. in spikes. Every time we generate one of these uranium-235, we're gonna make 10 more fuel cells, so pretty sweet. Right, let's just quickly check how are we doing for end game. Right, the petroleum gas tanks are full, light oil is full, heavy oil is at 4.8k. I think I can start making some of that lubricant. Alright, let's check. We need, I know we need 600 electric engines. That means we need 9000 lubricant. So I guess it's fairly simple. We just said where's the green wire? We just set up this pump to only pump heavy oil if lubricant is less than 9000. And that should be it. Now this thing is gonna make 900 cycles of lubricant, so it's gonna be pretty fast. And that should be enough to make all the electric engines we need. Alright, that kind of shenanigans is what we're gonna be doing in the last stream, the finale, where everything can still go wrong, but likely won't. We do have backup power, we just need to cancel deconstruction of this. Actually, that will not work, because if we lose power, we will lose radar vision, and we cannot remotely cancel deconstruction of this. Alright, let's check the pollution. The pollution is on. All of this pollution is gone now. The only pollution we are making is around here. The only nests which are absorbing pollution are nests which we are farming anyway. So this uranium nest, this iron nest over here, perhaps this copper nest, though probably already not anymore. We're no longer polluting those guys. This is probably too far away to ever pollute again, so I think we're gonna be good in terms of, yeah, basically in terms of pollution and unexpected biter attacks. There will be no more unexpected biter attacks on the base. Ore scaling is non-existent. Small biters drop 2 ore, big biters drop 2 ore, behemoth biters drop 2 ore. That was one of the major difficulties of this mod actually. The scarce amount of ore the biters drop, and that it doesn't scale. That is why we had to go laser turrets instead of just upgrading our gun turrets. It just wasn't possible to scale up with gun turrets. Alright. So we cannot research any of this just yet, obviously. Let's delete it from the queue. Is there anything else we want? Explosive damage is only gonna affect rockets from the 3rd level on, so no. Accumulators, no, we don't need those anymore. Stack inserters, no. No oil chains, no damage, no. Cliff explosives, I don't think so, we can work around. So mining productivity, give me a break please. Okay, flamethrowers, landmines, worker speed, we're not gonna go bots, we're not gonna go power armor, no logistics bots, no military tree, no substations, no bots, nothing. The only thing we're gonna do is beeline rocket silo and research beacons, because we have the extra science for that, if I calculated everything correctly. Yeah, we don't need anything else. Nothing. Okay, so what do we gotta do next time? We have to make yellow signs, we have to make purple signs. For purple signs we need to make productivity modules, electric furnaces and rails. Rails requires boatloads of steel, which we are stocking up as we speak. Stone is stocked up, iron is not a big deal. This needs a bunch of red circuits, which is a big deal. Plus a another significant amount of steel. And this needs another bunch of red circuits, so that is not great. For yellow signs we need low density structures, which is tons of copper, which we don't have, but probably now we're going to be better with this extra copper nest we just set up. It's like we are triggering most of those guys. This is still a kind of a backlog, which we started to when we set up these lasers. We shot down a lot of biters without transporting the ore, so this is gonna disappear as well. Alright, so there's low density plastics. It's not a big deal. It's just coal, which we have tons of, and petroleum gas, which we have tons of. We may just need to upgrade the damage on those, or upgrade the size of that. Do 4 of these eventually. Let's do another line of these. Then we can get rid of rockets altogether. There's another 200 rockets, that's going to be more than enough. Somehow copper ore ended up there as well. Just running around the base doing like minor tasks at the moment. Just going to make more steel for purple signs. Okay, so we do have like 6,400 steel, which is not even enough to make all the rails for purple signs, let alone any of the furnaces and low density structures and robot frames and engines and whatnot. So yeah, that's gonna be still a little while off. Anyway, the other things we need for yellow signs is blue chips, which is gonna need a literal ton of electronic circuits, as well as a bunch of red ones. In total we need about 2,000 of those, so that's that's like 4,000 red chips and 40,000 green chips. That is by itself 60,000 copper. 60,000 copper, not 16. Currently you have stashed up 6,000 copper, so yeah, that's gonna take a while. That's okay. The last ingredient we need is the most complicated one, robot frames, steel batteries, electronic circuits. We are all producing those. Electric engines we'll need to make as well. That is normal engines, which we have stocked up. Hopefully this chest is full by now. It is. That's good news. So that's all we've got to do for yellow signs. Then we've got to make rocket fuel. We also got to make low density structures for the rocket. We also need in total about 2,000 low density structures, so that's another 40,000 copper. So between blue chips and low density structures, that is 100,000 copper, which goes in here. Just for those two. Those are the two main ones though. Okay, we gotta make a rocket fuel. That's gonna be easy, it's just light oil and light oil into solid fuel. The other thing we gotta make, I cannot select it yet, is the rocket control unit, which is processing units and speed modules. So that's more of those with speed modules. Speed modules again, red and green chips. So yeah, that is the list for the final. Of course, then we gotta make a bunch of Mark III productivity modules, which requires a bunch of Mark II productivity modules for the rocket silo. So we're gonna make 20 of these, which goes into 4 of the Mark III ones for the rocket silo, and these 20 we are going to use for yellow and purple signs. And once all yellow and purple signs has been made, we will take out those productivity module tools, make them into Mark IIIs and put them in the rocket silo, and that way we're gonna get the most bang for our buck out of the 4 productivity 3 modules, which we need to make anyway, because they are much cheaper than producing the full set of 1,000 of each ingredient for the rocket. The savings of like 380 rocket control units, sorry, 280 rocket control units, 280 low density structures, and so, that kind of stuff is more expensive than the cost of 4 Mark III productivity modules. So Always make those for the first rocket silo, it pays off immediately. All before coal explodes out of control, it is very likely to happen. The belts are again filling up, that will take a while again. Hopefully this won't bulge out onto our copper belts. Anyway, 37% evolution. We are 13% away from big bites. I'm gonna make the end game save exactly on 37%. And here we are. 37% evolution. Time for end game. Hand feeding hell. Because all of this is not gonna go on the bus. It is gonna go in carefully laid out, limited hand-fed assemblers to make sure we don't overproduce anything, because if we overproduce 100 blue chips, which we cannot use, that means we just spent 3000 copper, which could have been low density structures, some stuff like that, and copper is gonna be our hard bottleneck. Alright, if I'm smart, I will just... Anyway, what I do now does not have any effect because I made the end game save. I'm not gonna change that anymore. Alright, 53. It's going up ever so slightly. Law of big numbers will eventually take over. We still have a small risk of ruin. If we are really unlucky, we still can get ruined. If the uranium biters stop getting aggroed, we still could have a problem. A bunch of them are getting shot in the strangest locations, or perhaps that's what it was when I was taking out the worms. That's probably what is the case. Oil has not stopped once since we set it up. Stone is also gonna explode, since we are gonna keep killing those biters. I'm not gonna switch it off. I have the power anyway, it only costs power. And at least if I need it, it's laying on the ground already. But it is also gonna explode in the end game, I think. Right, we've got our iron fields here. 34,000 iron pieces laying on the ground. Still don't have a full belt of iron. It's alright though. 30,000 iron stocked up. Yeah, we're also gonna need like 60,000 iron just to make green circuits or so. So yeah, still a bunch of production left to go. I think the first thing we're gonna do is make probably purple signs, since we have the most resources ready for that. Let me have a quick check. So we need roughly 5,000 red chips for all purple signs, but we can make it in 2 batches. And we have about half of that. 2,500 exactly, so we can make the first batch of purple signs with that. We also gotta think about maybe we can double this red chip setup and just hand feed green chips in there. We kinda seem to have the production capacity. So yeah, we'll see. Then we cannot produce everything at the same time, but we can like manually boost production of whatever we need at the moment if we just build it a little too big. That's definitely a valid strategy. So we can do the first half of production signs, I think. 2,500 greens, we definitely have. We have over 10,000 greens already. 10,000 greens is good, but it's not quite yet the 40,000 we need for the blue chips only already. So, and I don't know how many for red chips still. As well as for electric engines. And bot frames all require electronic engines as well. Electronic circuits as well. I'm kind of surprised oil is not more of a bottleneck. It's especially with only 4 refineries and just a limited amount of barrels coming in. It does seem that it is keeping up. Now we just gotta keep filling this. I think we need about, in total for purple signs we need like 4 chests full of steel. We've got 2, so we can make the first half. And we need like 5,000 bricks. We've got that as well. And we need these 5 chests of stone, which we have saved up especially for that purpose. So that's good. It will take a while before we can make the first half of yellow signs, because first we gotta make these slow engines before we can make the even slower bot frames. But even that is gonna be outslowed by the production pace of blue chips and low density structures, I think. I think the bot frames are gonna be done the earliest. But we gotta choose what to do first. Probably we gotta focus on getting some blue chips up first with the next batch of red chips. So half of the purple signs, then half of the yellow signs. Then we can get these 3 tags out of the way. And then with the other half, once the other half is, then we can set up the other half and do the final tag of rock, finish the final tag of rocket silo. That is what I wanted to say. Coal liquefaction worth it. I don't really think any deviation is worth it. Possibly automation 3 could be worth it for more productivity modules, but I'm not gonna go there. Because the system I have works with nice numbers, and I think working with nice numbers is gonna be helping me not to let working with numbers go to be the bottleneck. If I put too much productivity in, I need less of all stuff, but it's also going to be much harder to keep track of what I actually need, so that's going to take up too much time. I'm just going to go with a simple system. This is all we're going to do next stream. 4 technologies, build the silo, and get the F off of this planet without ore patches. And then we have officially beaten Factorio without ore patches, with the biters for resources mod, without making any changes to it. Proudly so. Medium biters 2 ore, big biters 2 ore. We did it with the unscaled economy, which was probably not intended. I should maybe ask, try send a message to Bilka, who made the mod, and see if he has the time to respond. To see if it was actually intentional to have this very difficult economic game set up in the mod, or if not too much thought was put into how much ore you get from each biter. Because if it would just have been set just a little more stingy even than it is now, it would not have been possible to automate the early game, and you would have had to collect all the iron with the explode the grenade on your own face as well. That would have been one bridge too far, because we needed so much iron for the early game. Already collecting the copper manually and the coal was a ultimate grinding disaster. It was not that fun really to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Fortunately I had all of you to to help me through it. That really was a big help. I don't think I would have played this offline, or I would not have completed this offline, not in a vanilla fashion, or without altering the drop rates or something, because yeah, it's really a bit too stingy in my opinion. Just setting it to like 3 instead of 2 already would help so much, especially for the early game. Instead of using 80% of the resources you get to put back into ammo to kill for resources, you would only need to put back like 40% or so, or even less maybe. I guess about half, yeah, but about half is still infinitely better than 80%, man. 80% is just too much. No, I'm not going to extend this into an end game. This is just going to be rocket launch is a win condition, and then just throw this game in the garbage. A lot of things would be useful, but it is just not worth it to go out of the way. Coal liquefaction could be useful, but oil is doing fine. Copper is going to be the bottleneck anyway. I don't think we will really scale up copper much more than we have now. We're already mining in quotation mark, all 3 copper nests which are close by here. I guess we could set up more copper mining, but we'll see. If it really turns out to be a long waiting game, we might do it, but I think we have plenty of setups to go through while the game slowly produces resources in the background. I don't think we'll have that much of a wait. If we do, we can always enjoy the pretty pictures, like we're going to do now on this nice outro screen, which has had an electric furnace stack added to it this time. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. I would like to thank you all for watching and chatting with me and pointing out my rotated belts and disconnected inserters and whatnot. And hopefully I will see you all next week Friday for the finale, I still don't know how to pronounce that word, for the final of this playthrough. I can't believe I'm saying that. I definitely didn't think I would be saying that when we started this stream, but apparently we made it all the way through blue signs from nothing, from having like half a belt of iron as a smelting stack. We made it all the way through blue signs this stream. And we are just waiting for the end game, the 1,500 end game yellow and purple signs we need to make. Man, crazy. Thank you everybody for, yeah, I couldn't have done it without you, this mod for sure. And start getting into, so we're gonna launch a rocket basically, and we're gonna extend the base to 63 signs per minute, and after that we can start getting into the really big builds, preparing for 1000 signs per minute, module 3 production, belt production, all kinds of giant, we're going to be developing giant mining blueprints to extract like 16 belts of ore out of a single miner patch eventually, that kind of stuff. And of course we've got all the 10,000 signs per minute builds to go through eventually. That's still a while away though, but the completion of the starter base will be this Sunday. Alright, that's gonna be it. I've talked for long enough. Thank you everybody, and I will see you all next time.